Hello everyone, welcome to the next session on Answers Workbench tutorials. In this session, we will analyze a water bottle for its static structure analysis. We will see what is the maximum crushing pressure that this bottle can withstand. We will start by double clicking on static structural module. Next, we will go to engineering data and double click. I'll go to engineering data sources, general materials. So we will be choosing those materials which are used generally for making bottles. So water bottle is generally made of aluminium. So I'm choosing aluminium alloy from here. I'm choosing copper alloy, which is a very commonly used material these days, and stainless steel. You may also go for polyethylene, which is a plastic bottle. So let's choose these four. Then we'll go for project and update project. Next, I'll go to geometry. I will directly import the geometry as I have the model made with me. I'll give you the link of the model which you can download and you can use it for your analysis. So let's have the geometry. Then we'll go to model and double click. Now first we'll go to geometry and click this plus sign here. These two parts will open up. This is the body and this is the top cap. Now I will be giving the same material for both, because if you observe, generally the same material is used for the cap as well as the body. So let's start with the first one. We will use stainless steel as the first material. Next we'll go to mesh. Now here the default size is not given, so I'll just go to the units at this right corner and change it to meter. I'll give this value as 0.1 meter and I'll generate. Now the meshing that I'm using is quite large in size because I'm using the student version, so it is possible that I may not get the results because of finer mesh. You can go for finer mesh if you are using the licensed version of the software. Next, I'll go for static structural A5. Here I'll right click and first I'm going to insert fix support, which is at the bottom end. So over here I'm going to apply fixed. Next, on these two faces, I will right click and insert pressure, which is a crushing pressure on this bottle. So let me give the value as, say, 2 megapascal. Let's now again we need to change the unit. This is megapascal. So mm I'm going to choose. I'll give 2 megapascal. I'll go to solution, right click, insert deformation total. I will also insert the deformation directional, which is along the x-axis. Then I'll insert strain equivalent and the stress equivalent. We'll go to solution and solve. So you can see here solution is obtained. We'll first go for total deformation. The maximum value is 0.0104 mm. You can see here this is red in color. You can animate here and check the result. Next I'll go for directional deformation. You can see the highest value is 0.0063 mm. You can click on max min and see where the value is maximum and where it is minimum. You can again animate and see this result. Next we'll go for equivalent elastic strain. You can see the max value is 0.00015. Minimum is 1.011 into 10 raised to minus 7. You can see where it is max and min. Then we'll go for stress. The highest value of stress is 29.925 megapascal. At the zone, minimum is 0.0165. So this is all about the results when you have the pressure as 2 megapascal. Now suppose if I change this to 10 megapascal and I'll solve once again. Let's go to total deformation. You can see the value is quite minimum. It is 0.052 mm. Minimum is 0. We'll see the directional deformation. Highest is 0.0315 mm at this zone. Minimum is minus 0.032 at this point. Then we'll go for equivalent elastic strain. Maximum is 0.00078. Minimum is 5.0569 raised to minus 7. And stress is 149.62 megapascal. Now for stainless steel, again the stress value is in range, so you are getting a decent value of deformation, which is 0.05 as we saw, which is very less. Now you can analyze further by changing the material. So I will be changing the material to the rest 3 and I am using the pressure as 10 megapascal. You can test it for 2 megapascal as well. So I will be checking at 10 megapascal for rest of the material. So we'll go to this and we'll change this to copper alloy. We'll go to solution and solve once again. Solution is obtained. We'll go to total deformation. You can see the value is 0.096 mm. It is little higher as compared to stainless steel. But again, it is quite less. So you can animate and check this result. If you don't want to see the max min, you just have to click on max and min once again. Next, we'll go for directional deformation. It is 0.055 along the x-axis. The strain is 0.00137 and the stress is 149.09 megapascal. Maximum value, minimum is 0.083 megapascal. So you can see all these readings are for copper alloy as the material and the pressure is 10 megapascal. Next, we will change this material to aluminium alloy. Then we'll go to solution and solve once again. Let's see the total deformation. The value is 0.14 mm. Now you can see that the deformation has further increased because the material is aluminium. Aluminium is soft as compared to copper and stainless steel. Stainless steel is definitely the strongest and it will give you the best result. So now you can see for aluminium alloy what happens. We will just animate and check this result. You won't see a great difference, when you do the animation because it's just showing you the deformation and it's not a drastic change in deformation that you will see a great difference in animation as well. Next, we'll go for directional deformation. It is 0.085. Again, it is more than copper and stainless steel. Then we'll go for strain. It is 0.0021 and stress is 149.27 megapascal. You can see the stress is the same for all three material, but the value of deformation is going to vary because the resistance of the material to the load applied is nothing but stress. So stress is because of the load applied, but the deformation or strain over here is also depending on the material, whether it is tough or it is softer. Next, lastly, we'll check for polyethylene, which is a plastic one. So let's change it. We'll go to solution and solve once again. So let's go for total deformation. Look at the vast difference. It is 11 mm. It's such a high value. You can just animate and check this result. You'll find a little bit of change in the deformation, but not quite a drastic change in the animation part of it. Next, we'll go for directional deformation. Look, it is 5.55 mm in the x-axis. Then the value of strain is 0.135. It has again increased. And the stress is 147.49 megapascal. It is little less as compared to the previous one because material is quite soft and they are metals and this is a plastic. So obviously you will find a lot of difference in the deformation value, the strain value. That means the material will show more strain as compared to those material. So if you are crushing this bottle, you will find an 11 deformation. But if you are using a stainless steel, it is very less, 0.05 or something like that. So it is actually minimum or negligible. But here it's quite a value. So, with this, I end the session. I hope you have understood this comparative analysis of crushing on a water bottle using four different material. You can test this result as I have already told you for any value of pressure. You may also surpass this value of 10 megapascal and see what happens. I have just given you a value based on the trial that I have done. You may also check for the 2 megapascal which I showed you at the start. I did not repeat that value of pressure again. I just took 10 as the value and I went ahead because I wanted to show you a drastic change in the deformation for plastic and metals. If you have any doubt, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.